Hello there, my name is Richard McMahon from the interview training website, passmyinterview.com, and in this presentation I am going to teach you how to prepare for a care manager interview. So if you are applying to become a care manager with any healthcare organisation or care home, make sure you stay tuned because I promise to help you pass your interview at the first attempt. And to achieve that goal, this is what I will cover in this presentation. Number one. So I am going to give you a list of care manager interview questions that I strongly recommend you prepare for. These interview questions come up all the time during care manager interviews. Number two, I am then going to give you 2 important tips for answering each of those care manager interview questions. Number 3, I'm then going to give you a top scoring unique example answer to each care manager interview question to help you beat the competition and pass your interview at the first attempt. And then finally, number 4, I will tell you where you can instantly download these slides plus my full set of 22 care manager interview questions and top scoring answers in a PDF guide. And just very quickly, if you are new to this YouTube channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. Thousands of you are passing your interviews at the first attempt. I can only help you if you are subscribed. And please give the video a like, give it a thumbs up, because that tells me you find these tutorials useful and it also motivates me to create more content for you. Thank you very much indeed. Okay, so the first care manager interview question I recommend you prepare for is tell me about yourself. Here are 2 important tips and I will then give you that top scoring answer. So tip number 1. This is going to be the first care manager interview question you will have to answer. Now I recommend you practice your response at least several times before your interview because this will help demonstrate confidence and good communication skills. And those are 2 essential qualities needed to be a competent and impactful care manager. And tip number 2, in your answer, focus on your skills, qualities, strengths and experience and what you will do in the position if they employ you as a care manager. So to help you pass your interview at the first attempt, here is my top scoring example answer. Tell me about yourself. Here we go. Thank you for the opportunity to be interviewed for this care manager position today. I would describe myself as a confident, organised, diligent, caring and hard-working care manager who has the skills, qualities and attributes to meet the demands of the position. In recent years, I have gained valuable experience in healthcare work environments where the need to communicate effectively, build strong relationships with staff, residents and families, and adhere to strict care guidelines and policies has been essential. Outside work, I keep fit and active, and my personal life is such that I am flexible and adaptable with my working hours. If you employ me as your care manager, I will complete all duties with professionalism, support the senior management team, be accountable for everything that falls within my remit, and ensure outstanding care is provided to patients, clients and residents at all times. So that is a really good confident answer that will help you get your care manager interview off to a positive start. Now you can either pause the video if you want to and write down the questions and answers as we work through them together, or if you wait, I will soon tell you where you can download these slides plus my full set of 22 care manager interview questions and top scoring answers in a PDF guide. Here is the next question I want you to prepare for, and that is, why do you want to be a care manager? Tip number 1. So this next common care manager interview question is assessing your motivations for wanting the position. Now there comes, as you know, a huge amount of responsibility with being a care manager, and the role is not suited to everyone. Tip number 2, now good reasons to include in your answer to this common care manager interview question include, this is a job where you get to see the impact your work is having. You also get to make a positive difference to people's lives as a care manager. And finally, it is a role where you are empowered to improve the level of care provided to patients, clients, or residents. So here is my top scoring example answer to assist you. Why do you want to be a care manager? Here we go. I want to be a care manager primarily because of the level of responsibility that comes with the position. As a care manager, you get to witness the positive effects your work and decisions have on your care team and the patients, clients, or residents you are responsible for. I also want to be a care manager because it is a natural progression from a professional development perspective. I have been working toward becoming a care manager for several years. I have the certification, qualifications, knowledge, and experience to meet the demands of the role, and I'm excited about the prospect of being a care manager for your organization. That is another brilliant answer that is going to help you beat the competition at your care manager interview. Now, don't go anywhere because I still have more questions and answers to give you. But when you're ready, click that link in the top right-hand corner of the video, head straight through to my website, passmyinterview.com, and you can download these slides plus my full set of 22 care manager interview questions and top scoring answers in a PDF guide. But here is the next question I strongly recommend you prepare for, and that is, what are the essential skills and qualities needed to be a care manager? Tip number 1. So this next common care manager interview question is assessing your understanding of the role. Because if you know what the essential skills and qualities are to maintain competence in the position, you will be more likely to succeed. And tip number 2. Now, the best tip I can give you is to read the job description for a care manager before your interview. Now, I have done the hard work for you, and here is my top scoring example answer. What are the essential skills and qualities needed to be a care manager? To be effective as a care manager, you need exceptional time management, organising and planning capabilities. You must be an excellent communicator and listener and be able to build positive working relationships with staff, residents, their families and external stakeholders and partners. You need strong leadership, management and decision-making skills and be prepared to make difficult decisions. Other essential skills and qualities include being a competent budget planner with excellent numeracy skills and having a thorough understanding of the safety and compliance regulations for the healthcare sector. Now, finally, to meet all the care manager job requirements, you need conflict management and report writing skills, a passion for continuous development, mentoring and coaching skills, and be a confident delegator. So that is another brilliant answer to a care manager interview question, and you can see how these responses are going to help you pass your interview at the first attempt. Here is the next question. Now, this one is called a behavioural care manager interview question, and it goes, how would you deal with the relatives of a patient, client or resident who disagreed with the level of care being provided? Tip number 1. So this situational based care manager interview question is assessing your communication, listening and conflict management skills. Tip number 2 in your answer. Talk about meeting with the relatives in person, using active listening skills, being open and transparent in your communication, and focusing on achieving the best outcome for the patient, client or resident. So here is my top scoring example answer to help you. How would you deal with the relatives of a patient, client or resident who disagreed with the level of care being provided? Here we go. I would arrange to meet with the relatives in private to discuss their concerns openly and transparently. I would listen to their concerns, acknowledge them, and use active listening skills. I would then respond to each area of concern in detail and explain why the care being provided was in their relatives' best interests. I would assure them that the best care was being provided and be available to discuss their concerns again at any stage. Now, at all times, I would remain calm and professional, not get drawn into any family conflicts, but instead focus on the values of the care organisation and the best outcome for the relative under our care. So the next care manager interview question is, how would you deal with conflict between two care workers in your team? Tip number 1. So this question again is assessing your conflict management skills, but only this time it's in a team situation. In your answer, talk about encouraging the carers to resolve the conflict themselves, but that you will step in and facilitate a resolution if they are unable to resolve the conflict themselves initially. So here is my top scoring example answer to assist you. How would you deal with conflict between two care workers in your team? I would let the carers know I am aware of the conflict and encourage them to resolve it amicably and professionally as responsible carers. I would then monitor the situation closely. If things did not improve, I would meet with the carers in private and establish the reason for the conflict. I would then outline the action I wanted them to take to reach a compromise and improve the working relationship for the benefit of the care team. So that's a really good answer. That's exactly how I would deal with conflict between two care workers in my team. I am encouraging them to resolve the conflict themselves, which is what they should do. I will then monitor the situation, but quickly step in again and facilitate a resolution if they could not do it themselves. So the next common care manager interview question I recommend you prepare for is, what are your greatest strengths? Tip number 1. So this question will feature during your care manager interview. Now, the best answer is one where the candidate's strengths are aligned with those listed on the person specification. Now, good strengths to include are time management, being a strong organizer and planner, loyalty and flexibility. Here's my top scoring example response to assist you. What are your greatest strengths? My strengths include my communication, time management and problem solving skills. I am organised, complete my work on time and can be relied upon to be a decisive decision maker when faced with difficult challenges or problems. For example, in my last position, I had a situation where several carers were off sick, leaving us short-staffed. I had already prepared for this type of situation and had an agreement in place with a reputable staffing agency to provide carers at short notice. Other strengths include my loyalty, flexibility and adaptability. In my last position, my employer could rely on me to come into work in the evenings and at weekends to resolve issues or respond to problems whenever needed. So that is a really good strength. And I like the fact that those strengths will be appealing to the employer. Now, the next thing to do, and you should do this next thing for 2 reasons, is click that link and go through to my website, passmyinterview.com. The first reason you should do that is you get to download these slides, plus my full set of 22 care manager interview questions and top scoring answers in a PDF guide. You can have the resource literally within 2 minutes from now. And the second reason why you should go through to my website, passmyinterview.com, is because on that page, I have given you 3 smart questions to ask at the end of your care manager interview. So at the end of your interview, you will be given the chance to ask some questions of your own. On that page, I have told you which questions I think you should ask. They're great questions. Check out that link. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I am here to help you throughout the duration of your career. I can only do that if you are subscribed. Please hit the like button because that motivates me to create more content for you. And don't forget to connect with me on LinkedIn. I have put my LinkedIn link in the description below the video. It is always a pleasure and an honor to connect with like-minded professionals such as yourself. Thank you for watching and I wish you all the best for passing your job interview. Have a wonderful day.